What is going on, Raiders? Soda Dragon here. Welcome, and I hope you guys are doing well. So I've been working on an update to the Raf-Mataab solo for Bommal Hard. Now I think I found a good one. The speeds are much slower, and this is potentially full auto if you have not booked your Raf-Mataab. So from my previous Raf-Mataab video soloing Bommal, I had him running at 246 speed with the speed aura and with speed increasing masteries. But for today's build, yes, we still will be using the speed aura and those speed increasing masteries, but we'll be able to shave off over 100 speed off his gear. As you guys can see, we will be running Raf-Mataab at a ridiculously slow 129 speed. This speed is so slow you probably won't even need speed boosts. All you need is a few speed substats. Now because you don't need speed boosts with such a slow speed, you can probably put HP boots on him and get his HP up super high. Look at mine, 100,000, and this isn't even the max. You see a lot of my gear isn't even level 16. And the crazy thing is this build is full autoable once you get to the boss and you fulfilled certain conditions. So what are these conditions? Firstly, you need Raf-Mataab to kill 3 enemies before you reach that boss, so it gets that whirlwind of death bonus, the max bonus. And you need at least 3 allies to die before you reach the boss, so it gets that spirit haste bonus. But once you got all that going, once you get to the boss and the bombs are synced up with that block damage, being the block damage occurs right before those bombs go off, you can just press auto. Now this requires that your Raf-Mataab not be booked. Once again, not be booked. So if you want the full auto version, once you get to Bommal, once again, don't book out your Raf-Mataab. Save your books. So what are the differences between this build, that is the slower build, and the faster build that I showed in a previous video? Well, there are a few things. Firstly, with the faster build, you're going to get actually more regen because you're taking more turns. Remember, for this regen set, the immortal and the regen to work, you need to take turns. So the faster he takes turns, the more he heals. So his healing is much better for that faster speed. Another difference between the faster and the slower speeds is with the faster speeds, you're never going to get more than 1 bomb. But on the slower speeds, sometimes Raf will get 2 bombs because his block damage is being stripped by Bommal, meaning he'll get an extra bomb. That means a lot of damage. 2 bombs, that's a ton. Yes, he's an HP based champ. Yes, he has a lot of HP, but remember, he's not taking turns as often. So his HP is a little bit more in jeopardy with the slower build. And of course, the bombs will hurt more and more the higher up you go for Bommal. So that's another thing to consider. Sometimes with the slower build, yes, Raf-Mataab will get 2 bombs. But the slower build is full autoable if you have not booked your Raf-Mataab. For the faster speeds, it's not. He's going too fast. Even if you don't book him out, he's still going too fast to go full auto for the faster speeds. But for the slower speeds, it works just fine. Super slow, and yes, you can put it on auto once you get to Bommal and all those conditions are fulfilled to get him the max speed. So before you finally get to Bommal, make sure you have Raf-Mataab kill at least 3 enemies to get this 18 speed bonus from Whirlwind of Death. And make sure before you hit Bommal, at least 3 of your allies die. 1 can be left, that's okay, but at least 3 allies dying will give him that plus 24 speed boost. Plus we have that 24% speed boost from Mortu. If you don't have Mortu, it's fine. You can also use Ursula. She has a 24% speed boost as well. As far as who to pick for the rest of your team, it really doesn't matter as long as they can help you get through the waves, but they're not too powerful, meaning they're getting all the kills. Now, yeah, I have a +3 candy here, but I try to use him in a way that he's not super powerful. But still, whoever you got, it doesn't matter as long as Raf-Mataab gets 3 kills before the boss and as long as 3 of those allies die before the boss. So your champions cannot be too tanky. That's another thing. You can't put in like Mountain Kings in here or something. I mean, those enemies won't be able to chop those Mountain Kings down. So remember, you need people that have good attack power that can help get you through the waves and whittle down the enemies so Raf-Mataab can get the killing blow. But your allies cannot be too tanky or else they won't die before you get to the boss. If you're running an unbooked Raf-Mataab and you want a full auto once you get to Bommal, I'd recommend putting his A2, that is that block damage, as the first priority. So in the run, you will see me manual the whole fight because I have booked out my Raf-Mataab, so he cannot be used on full auto, but I've counted all the turns and everything of the bombs and Raf-Mataab, and it should work. It should work, okay? Everything is synced up perfectly to go full auto with an unbooked Raf-Mataab, so it definitely should work. So guys, even if the full auto doesn't work, which I don't see any reason why it shouldn't, it's just because I can't personally test it, but even if it doesn't work, still with these slower speeds, you can still beat Bommal in a solo. So can this guy solo Bommal with these slower speeds? Yes. And it's very likely he can auto it unbooked. So if you're like me and you booked out your Raf-Mataab, but you still want to use these slower speeds to solo Bommal, it's fine. All you want to do is use that A2, that is that block damage, right before those bombs are going to go off. So you're always watching the turn meters of the bombs, and you're going to use that A2 right before the bombs are going to go off, and that's it. So I still will be testing out Raf-Mataab with the faster solo and the slower solo as I go up the Doom Tower. So I will keep you guys updated. As far as the faster build, I see no reason why it shouldn't be able to solo Bommal all the way up to hard 90, but it's manual. As far as the slower build, I do see it's possible to solo all the way up, but it's something that we'll have to test because remember, sometimes Raf will get 2 bombs on him and the attack of Bommal increases as you go up the Doom Tower. So those single bombs hurt a lot, but man, a double bomb hurts even more. So that is definitely an issue if these slower speeds are good enough for the higher levels of Bommal, because sometimes he'll get that double bomb. But that's something we'll have to see. So thanks for watching. If you guys haven't yet, like, subscribe, and share, turn on all notifications. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.